This video shows how to export a report into a PDF file and how to schedule such an export. The video is based on OpsB 23.4. You can export a page, in our example, the System Resource Detail page, by using the Export Page action. You can choose between two layouts. Optimize layout for printing is selected per default. If you don't select the checkbox, the layout is optimized for viewing the report on your computer. You will see examples of both. For this system resource report, I do not care about printing, so I'll leave that printing option unselected. For the PDF export, you can specify the page size and orientation. By clicking Show Advanced Options, you can define, for example, the maximum number of pages. This influences the scaling of the content. Depending on the report size, you might want to try out a few different settings here. For my report, I choose to have everything on one page, as it is relatively short. You can add headers and footers to include the report generation date in the header of each page and the page numbers in the footer of each page. But again, I don't want this for my report, which just contains one page. The option to include background colors has no effect in version 23.4. After you clicked Export, you will get a pop-up indicating that the PDF generation started and that you will be notified when it is complete. After a while, you will see a number change on the notification icon. If there was no number before, number 1 appears. If there was a number before, it will be incremented by 1. In addition, the notification itself is displayed for some seconds, indicating that the PDF export is ready and can be downloaded by clicking. Click the notification to download it. The PDF will automatically be saved in the download folder using a standard naming convention that uses the report name and date and time as file name. It depends on your browser settings whether the PDF will be displayed automatically inside your browser or not. If the notification isn't visible anymore, click on the notification icon to view it. In the notification text, click to download as mentioned before. This export now shows the report in the same layout as it was shown on my screen on one page. Now let me do an export with different settings. I choose Optimize Layout for printing, all pages, and I want to add headers and footers. When you compare this to the previous export, then you will notice these differences. In the printing layout, each widget uses the full page width and not the original layout. The header includes the report generation date as well as the time span it covers, while the page numbers are displayed in the footer. The printing layout is also useful for reports that contain tables. Let's have a look at such a report like System Top N. For a number of objects to be displayed per table, 10 is selected in the omnibar. The report provides multiple tables, each containing more rows than can be displayed. The currently not visible rows can be displayed via scrolling. You can either export this page in its original layout. In this case, the PDF will just contain what you see, the first few rows, or you use the layout optimized for printing, which will add all rows to the exported PDF. Please note that there is a system-wide setting regarding how many rows will be included in the PDF. The default is 1000. An administrator can change this if needed. Now that you know how to export a page, let's have a look at how you can schedule such an export. For this, choose a report instance that uses a suitable time frame. For example, if you want to send out weekly reports, then you need a report instance with a previous week time selection. If a report with such kind of time span does not yet exist, Just configure the time span you need, along with an appropriate filter, and save it at the new instance. For example, for covering the data of the previous week, for a maximum 25 objects, select this time span previous week, and as filter 25 objects, and save it as a new instance. Let's name it, for example, System Top N Pref Week 25 object, with the respective instance description. In addition, add it to the menu category Demo, and click Save. You can schedule the report export, for example, sometime in the following week. Let's take every Monday. Select this instance and choose New Schedule and schedule it correspondingly using the cron tab expression. Its usage is shortly described here. Let's say I would like to create a schedule for every Monday at 2 p.m. So at this time, the report for the previous week will be generated. The cron tab expression for this schedule is 0 for 0 minutes, 14 for 2 p.m., a wildcard for the day of months, and a wildcard for the month itself, and finally a 1 for Monday. For the layout, keep Optimize Layout for printing, page size A4, and orientation portrait. Optionally, you can define whether the generation time should be attached to the file name. We leave it unselected. In addition, the email address needs to be added. At last, we need to add a subject and could add a text for the body. When all is filled out, we select Create. A notification shows up that the job is successfully scheduled. Once created, you can find the scheduled report under Administration, Dashboard and Reports, Scheduled Reports, where you can edit or delete the schedule. From here, you can also trigger report generation at any time via the download icon in case you want to check how a report will look like. Note that this will not trigger the email, but only the report generation. And finally, once the time has arrived, you will get an email like this with the report attached. Please note that the email sending only works if your administrator has configured SMTP settings for your environment under Administration Setup and Configuration, Settings, System Settings. Please see the documentation for details. There is also a command line interface called Web to PDF for exporting or scheduling exports. Please see the documentation for details about it. So now you know how to export a report into a PDF file and how to schedule such an export. Thanks for watching. See our OPTIC video library for more videos around OPTIC and Flex reporting. You can find the link in the video description.